Hey everyone, Richard Melfan here. In my living room right now. Now instead of my bedroom, kind of decided to do a little bit of a change of pace here. It's kind of similar to my Amity Affliction review, but that's not what this video is about. Today I'm going to be doing a concert review of. I went to a show last night in Atlanta at the Masquerade on Monday, September 19th, and last night I saw Trivium, Sabaton, and Huntress. This of course I've seen Trivium like a few times. My fifth time seeing Trivium, and the first time I've seen either of those two bands. But yeah, the first band, of course, was Huntress, and this was my first time seeing them. I mean, I've heard like a couple songs from them a few years ago from one album. I think it came out in 2013 or something, and I can't remember the name of it. And I decided to check out their stuff again. I mean, it's been a while since I heard them, and I thought they were alright. And they put on a pretty good show. I mean, they just kind of sound like straight up heavy metal, and their vocalist Jill is pretty interesting. And I got a photo with some couple weird photo with her. She's interesting and weird, to say the least. But Huntress was all right. I dig some of their stuff. I might need to listen to them more at some point. Next up, we have Sabaton. Now, this is the first time I've seen Sabaton live. I've wanted to see them ever since like about 2 years ago when I first heard them, and then I finally got a chance to see them last night. And what can I say? They were pretty much one of the best live shows from any band I've seen to date. Now, they've opened up with Ghost Division from The Art of War, and they played like I think 4 new songs from the new album, The Last Stand. I think The Lost Battalion was one, and I can't remember the rest. And then one was actually like the opening track off the new album. I mean, the rest was old stuff. They played stuff like Swedish Pagans, Coloris Rex, a lot of good stuff like 40 to 1. And the interesting fact about their set is like I think it was like near the end of their set like I think 2 songs left, they brought up this like 12-year-old kid. I mean, there's actually a kind of similar to this YouTube video I think where they were in Europe or something and they got a kid up, and Joachim, their vocalist, actually he gave him his shades. I thought it was pretty cool. Well, and I basically have a ton of respect for this band after seeing this. I mean, this is why I think metal is the greatest genre ever. I mean, they basically look after everybody and accept everybody. Yeah, and this is basically why I love metal so much. I mean, pop music and other metal music genres, fuck that. They don't accept everybody. They only accept certain people. But anyway, and I actually got to meet Joachim, their vocalist. They're not with me right now, but I actually have them signed all my CDs. I sadly didn't get to meet any of the other guys, but yeah. And then we get to the final band of the night. And one of my all-time favorite bands, as you may or may not know, Trivium. Now, this was my 5th time seeing Trivium. I mean, the last time I saw them was last year with the Tremonti, and their set was pretty much like an hour long. I mean, the intro that they used was kind of, almost feels like the same one that they used when I saw them for the first time ever in Duluth, Georgia, back in 2009, opening for Slipknot. And then they go and they actually opened up with Strife from Vengeance Falls. I think like that was the only Vengeance Falls song as far as I can know. I mean, then they played Throws of Perdition. They played a couple songs they played Gunshots Out of Probation. And of course they played like 3 songs from Silence in the Snow. They played Rise Above the Tides, which was the first time I've ever seen that song. And I think they played the song Silence in the Snow, which I thought that would open with it, but it was like midway through the set, and they played Until the World Goes Cold. I wish they would have played more Ascendancy stuff. I actually for the first time since Mayhem Fest '09, I actually saw them play Rain, and they also played Pull Harder on the Strings of Your Martyr. And with Shogun, I mean, they only played 2 songs. Like, they played Throws, and they only played Down from the Sky. And they also played Dusk Dismantled, which I think is the first time I've ever seen that live. And they surprisingly throw in 2 Crusade songs, which I think have never seen live. They played, what was it? Oh yeah, Entrance of the Conflagration and Detonation. I don't think I've ever seen those songs played live ever. And as an encore, they put, like similar to last year, they closed with In Ways as an encore, for. And overall, it was a pretty good set. And like after the show, I mean, me and some friends got the VIP to meet Trivium. It was like $30. It was pretty much worth it after their set. We waited about 10 or 15 minutes. I got a photo with the band, and they're not with me, but they got all the band has signed all my CDs from Ember to Inferno to the new album. Well, most of them were already signed like the last time. And I also asked Matt, he talked to Matt Heafy a little bit. He was like a really nice guy. Same thing with the other guys. It was also my first time seeing them with their new drummer, Paul Wanticki, or I can never say his name. I asked Matt Heafy if they'll ever reissue their first Blue Demo EP, which is basically unavailable now. And he said hopefully before the end of the year. I mean, I saw him post something about it, but he hadn't said anything else since then. And like I mentioned, I also got to meet Joachim from Sabaton this time. My albums. I sadly didn't meet anybody else from that band. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty good show. I mean, I couldn't give this a score. I'd probably give this like a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10 because pretty much most of the bands were pretty flawless and pretty good live. So yeah, that's my review of the show last night, guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next video. Keep it metal.